Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for a 3 versus 3. We are on Shadow Reactor, and I have spawned as the yellow zerg with my allies. Spartan as the purple zerg, and Contrarian as the orange zerg. So we are all zerg this game. I'm pretty sure they both went random, which they've been doing a lot lately. I'm like the only one that just that picks my race anymore, it seems like, more or less, and I guess that just means I'm just bad. Or really good at what I do. Well, depends on how you look at it. But right now, let's take a look at our opponents. As you can see, our first opponent, as the blue Protoss, it is Pot Pwned. Back here in the corner, we have Bite Me as the teal Terran. We may have to be doing that indeed. And finally, we've got US Nicosia as the red Protoss. So a couple of Protoss and a Terran going up against an all-Zerg army. Who's going to be more terrified? Because, I mean, a massive Zerg rush is definitely a possibility. Although, so far, we've only got one spawning pool going up, so perhaps that's not an issue. Ooh, even it looks like a 10 pool, maybe. Is it maybe less than a 10 pool? I think it's a 10 pool. Could be a 9 pool. I don't know. But anyway, a very early pool from Spartan. Perhaps he is going to do a bit of rushing. But then again, the Zerg tend to have very flimsy armies. I seem to find late game, if the opponents get up the right composition, it's really hard for Zerg to have anything to throw at him that doesn't just die too quickly to do the necessary damage. All depends on unit compositions, and sometimes it depends on, you know, angles of engagement and all that, but it's the way I feel sometimes. As you saw in a previous game where we were all Zerg and got stuck going up against Marine Void Ray Colossus. That was terrible, because anything we can take against the Void Rays and the Colossus, the Marines just chew up. And I missed with my Baneling hits. But that is the past. This is the present. Well, actually, this is kind of the past, too, because this game is a little bit old. It's not even on the newest patch, which is actually a fairly new patch anyhow, so that's kind of expected, but I'm always behind on my casting queue. And we do have the other two pools going down for myself and Contrarian, while we are both going to be doing a bit of an early-ish expand. It's not that early, but yeah, it's early enough. It's certainly before anyone else is going to expand on this map. And we got a wall off coming out here for Bite Me, who's going to get a bunker down there. Got two barracks to block that off. I'm pretty sure that's blocked off. I don't think you can run in there. Pretty sure that's blocked off. But even if it's not, that bunker will do a lot of damage to anything coming up the ramp until they can slip in here. In which point they you almost wonder if you want to put it there just in case they... Well, no, because the supply depot is the weak link. As long as that's walled off, it's fine. You know what? It's absolutely fine. Can't quite fit an add-on there. You can get an add-on here, but you might want to move this back, drop a building here, a supply depot or something, but he is going to be making a command center, and we got a couple of Zergling speeds on the way, and 8lings are coming out for Spartan. And an Evo chamber... he's working on the gas. It's going to be done. He's not going to have quite the gas he needs in order to get an upgrade out of this right away, unfortunately. Yeah, it's going to be a while before he can get the upgrades for it. So maybe you want to get another guy on gas. Oh, there he goes. Let's get someone else on gas. Get that up as quickly as possible. This Evo chamber is not just wasted money. That could have been an extra queen, some more drones, an expansion would be fabulous about now. The links are going to move out. Speed's about half done. And who's got this watchtower? It looks like I've got the watchtower. I'm pretty consistent getting the watchtowers. Contrarian's usually the one that scouts with his probes, of course, only with his probes. And I'm the one that usually takes the watchtowers. I mean, they're lings, so sometimes I'll take the watchtowers in the opponent's base, and you'd be surprised how long it takes them to actually clean that off. So I'm like sitting there watching their armies amass, as I'm sure you've probably seen some previous games. Okay, going to go in here for Pot Pwned, who's got a couple of zealots, but that's not going to be nearly enough here. A photon cannon in a pretty good position. There's not going to be a lot of Zerglings to get an angle on this, but if they're going to go right into the mineral line, but the AI, he's not using hold position micro, which means the AI of these lings is getting extremely confused, which means this attack is doing really little other than delaying mining time, which I think he could have sent those workers back to work a lot sooner. Maybe, I don't even need to abandon them with the zealots. And the photon cannon there, I think the lings are going to be too confused to really do all that much. Going to get the probes back on the gas. Yeah, get that all straightened right there. And so that attack is not done, but you do have 12 more lings on the way. Speed is done, and +1 attack is still about 65 seconds away, a little over an in-game minute, whatever that means, because I don't know how these seconds tick off. You can Kind of count that yourself. Plus, we're at a faster speed. I don't know. But he's got more lings out. Going to be going for some more aggression. Would be maybe another target. We do have a Mothership Core out here for Nicosia. Doesn't quite have enough for the, where is it? A Photon Overcharge. Needs 100 energy for that, so we can't really do Photon Overcharge, but the 3 cannons, somewhat shielded by buildings, are I think, going to be fine right now. I think these guys are pretty much well defended against a pure Ling attack, so we're going to have to consider something else, but I'm getting some Lings up of my own, and getting an early 3rd base. Very bold, because if they come around the side of the map, it's going to be really hard to defend. I do have an Overlord here spotting it. It must be why I put him there, as I wanted to spot anything coming in this side of the map. And we'll have to see. They don't really have any aggression coming out yet. They're still pretty much sitting back. Just now getting our first expand out of Bite Me. And looks like we're getting our first expansion of Spartan 2, which Prep realized there's aggression not paying off. It's maybe time to do something else. And Potpone is really excited about something. Perhaps it's this shiny new Nexus he's just started warping in from wherever it is the Protoss warping their buildings from since they lost Ire. Or maybe they still come from Ire. We don't know. We don't know how it works. Maybe they have this massive vault of ships and buildings buried so far down that the Zerg can't get at it, and they can just continue to warp out of there. I don't know how it works. Are you a Protoss? I'm not, so who knows what they do. It's crazy. But, oh, another thing is crazy. We do have some Hellbats coming out for Bite Me, the Zergling's best friend, and I mean that in the most sarcastic way possible. Oh, Hellbats, Hellions against Lings is just not fun, and I think these Lings may be about to find out how not fun it is. A lot of, well, that's our forges, Stargates, and he's got all sorts of buildings coming up. And oh, the Lings are going to run in, but they're taking so much damage, they're not getting any workers at all. I don't know if they even got one worker there, and just got completely destroyed. And what is Potpone so excited about right now? I'm not entirely sure. No, I don't know what's going on. And what has he got? He's got 2 Robos, 2 Forges, and a Stargate. He's got double upgrades on the way, plus 1 attack and armor, and getting Robo base. So he's going for Colossus, but what is this doing here? He even got a Twilight Council. Dude, Potpone, pick a tech path and stick with it. You've got no gas right now to do anything with all this money. You've got a handful of Zealots. If we came at you with anything but mass Lings, and even mass Lings, well, with Bite Me here to back them up, I don't think even mass Lings are going to break this. But, you know, Bailing hit, Roaches would do a little bit of damage, but still, he's not in a good position right now. If there was an early Mutalisk timing, which I don't see any coming up, if there were, he could be in a lot of trouble. We do have a Bailing that's coming down for Spartan. We'll see if that pays off. Throwing down a Spore just as insurance, because you pretty much always have to have Spores these days. You never know what's coming your way. And he's got to get this. You got to get this base up and running. We check the income right now, and it looks like Contrarian's doing pretty well. Oh no, looks like I'm taking the macro lead right now, because I have a 3rd base up, which isn't even that saturated yet, and I have some extra queens out there. And check out this creep spread all the way up to this ramp. If I can get it up the ramp, it can be some pretty good insurance to prevent any attacks coming. And I got just getting 1-1, a little late on those, but it looks like I was going for more of a macro play. But I got Burrow on the way. Looks like speed, or Overlord speed is just done, and a Spire starting to go up, which would be great if we have to worry about those Hellbats. And it looks like Contrarian also doing pretty good on that creep spread. Going to be mucking up this whole side of the map. The only real dead space here is kind of between here. Maybe I should just throw a hatch down there, kind of sort of connect this up. Well, Spartan could help by, you know, getting his creep out here in the middle, and well, he needs to start creeping over this direction too. But it's pretty macro right now. Our opponents have not tried any aggression, although Nicosia, for no aggression, just now getting his 2nd base, 12.5 minutes in, seemed extremely late. What has he been working on? It seems like a lot of gates. He's got Zealot legs on the way. He does have High Templar. Storm is done. It's kind of weird to get Storm before he actually uses his Twilight Council for any upgrades there, but if that's what he's going for. These Templar, they do have enough for Storm. Actually, most of them are almost full of energy, so a lot of Storm potential there. With that and the Hellbats, our Zerglings just don't stand a chance. Not one chance. So but it looks like we got 2-2 coming up here from Contrarian. My 1-1's almost finished. We got +2 attack coming up from Spartan. He's also getting some Banelings out. And he already has his 1-1, but just 1 Evo chamber for him, so just 1 upgrade at a time. Which is going to let us get a little bit of ahead. And it looks like I'm throwing down some tech buildings and extra hatchery, which will help start connecting these together. And oh, it looks like I did manage to lose that watchtower to Nicosia's Zealot. And what do we got scouting here? A Hellbat is going to spot this base for Contrarian. Spines are going to be coming, but are they going to be in time? Well, the medevacs aren't going to help out. And if you... Oh, don't fly the medevacs. Oh, into the spores. Don't fly the medevacs into the spores. Oh, one medevac goes down. It's going to just take out all these medevacs because... And he's also going to let these spines finish while his medevacs die. And the spines are going to finish. I don't think he's going to be able to hold this, but he's going to do a fair amount of damage. And he's taking out 2 medevacs for basically free because your opponent flew it into your defenses and left him there. Is a gift right there. The queen's going to pop up and go down, but a little bit of damage done to these forces. And it looks like I've swung some lings around there. Looks like Spartan's going to get up some more banelings, which against this army will be pretty good if he can land the hits. It'll be kind of hard with all these Hellbats here, but there's not a lot of Marauders, so this is ripe for some baneling explosions. Instead, they're going to sit here and kind of focus this all down. What we got going here? Just some stalkers from Nicosia. Oh, Price sniping that Overlord I had parked there. And he's bringing in more squishy forces, and they're really close to the creep. Spartan going to burrow those banelings, getting ready for a good detonation. He's got to keep it. He's got to pay attention to that, though. He's got him selected, but oh, are they gonna walk over it? I don't know. Oh, and some banelings are going to blow up from the splash damage, which is really kind of hurting his damage right now. He's going to pop them up. Most of the Hellbats are now dead. There's still enough left. We got to get those cleaned up. Oh, more banelings are going to help clean this up, thinning it out. There's still a few lings left. And it looks like I got 58 more lings on the way, 2-2s on the way, plus 1 attack from my air forces, and looks like Enduring Locust is just going to finish too, so perhaps going to get some swarm hosts out. If I don't have them out already, do I already have swarm hosts out? I do not, but I thought I saw we got Ultralisk coming out for Contrarian, chitinous plating, and 3-3, so he is all set for an Ultralisk army, which can be very terrifying, and we managed to fend that off, and that's a lot of losses they took there for a single base, and it looks like Contrarian wants to take that back again. There's going to be a drone there we're going to have to clean out, though, because he is blocking that hatchery, and now he's really blocking that hatchery. Where are those drones that are going to be trying to take this base? And we do have U.S. Nicosia is going to try to take this base, but he's going to have some creep issues right now. That's going to be a problem. He does not seem to have any observers right now. And these queens, oh, my creeping queens. Couldn't quite get the creep over here before he get this Nexus down, though, which that would have been kind of funny. Would have forced him to get out some detection, which I don't really see any on the way. He's getting a robotics facility because he does not seem to already have one. How embarrassing. He's going to try to throw down a cannon. Oh, he managed to squeeze that in. I thought that was still on the creep, but no, he managed to squeeze it in. I don't know if that's going to give him vision of these creep tumors, though. And what do we got going here? There's not a lot of defenses. Oh, well, there's some defenses. Let's put it this way. There are some defenses. And it looks like Bite Me did lose that base right there. Looks like Contrarian's going to try to take it again, but we do have these forces here for Bite Me. Do you ever get that medevac? Yeah, there it is. There's that unrepaired medevac. And why do I not have the damage bars here? We need the damage bars. Gameplay. Show unit life bars when damaged. There we go. There we go. Now we can see some damage right there. That medevac that just barely survived while his friends all perished. But some Ultras here for Contrarian. Not quite fully upgraded yet, but the upgrades are almost finished. If they can get a swing around on this group... Oh, instead they're going to be hitting these... Oh, looks like... Did Pop-Pone try to expand here? And it was destroyed? Or maybe he never got the Nexus down because of the creep. I don't know. And Contrarian's going to get some swarm hosts of his own. Going to kind of push it against that army. I think his Ultras could take this army. There don't seem to be a lot of Marauders there. Well, there's a few. And meanwhile, we got some attacks going right here. It looks like... Oh, looks like I've got my own swarm hosts out right now. What kind of upgrades do they have? No attack upgrades, just some armor upgrades, but that does translate to the Locust, and he's gonna try to go for it. He's gonna lose a lot of zealots in the process. Oh, and he even lost a Templar. But the storms are gonna go down. These are some excellent storms. He knows exactly where they are, but he's not actually getting all these swarm hosts here, and the swarm hosts are still alive. Meanwhile, down here we've got this battle going with these Ultras. I didn't actually see what happened here. We may have to pop back and see what happened there after this battle is over. It looks like he does have detection here somewhere, but there's a lot of swarm hosts. He's going to storm right there. More swarm hosts are streaming. I'm going to try to pull those back, and going to force him back for right now. I don't have any anti-air to snipe that observer, unfortunately, and he's going to start calling all this creep. And it looks like I did manage to save my queens, though. But actually, if we can back up, I think I backed up far too much. I think I backed up way too much, and they don't let you seem to seek forward that easily. So let's see if we can, Can we jump forward here? Maybe we can jump forward. There we go. Let's slow this back down again. Okay, so we got this battle going on about to start over here as my swarm hosts start getting into position. And this is where Contrarian poked out. He's gonna try to take. I can't believe he didn't aggro any of those. It was so close. But no, they're gonna stand there. Yeah, I think he saw that and he's like, wait, let's pull that back. Although I mean, seriously, I think he could take this out. Meanwhile, this battle with the Locust is starting to heat up a little bit. And these locusts here are going to try to do a little bit of damage. And it looks like I've actually even started getting +1 for my locust too. And he's going to try to move in there. He's going to scan. He's going to get the swarm host. One swarm host I don't think is really worth the scan. Oh, and he's going to try to swing around the back, but I think Spartan's going to lose his expansion as a result. But oh, and the Hellbats aren't really getting too much damage going in here, which I don't think they're going to do much against Ultralisk anyhow, but just look at Salt. I mean, I told you, he could easily take this on. I don't even think he needed to swing around to the back, but at least it prevented them from retreating and losing more medevacs to errant spores. I just don't know. Yeah, and then we get back to where I'm at, and I'm going to retreat into the spines. He's not going to pull back. Has he seen what's over here? He doesn't even know what's over here. He doesn't even know this is dangerous territory. Maybe his Protoss' senses were tingling. And Contrarian's going to take the fact that he destroyed that army to take this out and creep up this base. They do have an observer kind of spotting us. And now he's kind of sitting there below Potpone's expansion. It's a good thing Ultralisks cannot climb walls. And these locusts are still going to cause a problem, and they're going to start shooting at that. Oh, didn't quite do much damage to that. And oh, now they've seen the queens. And they're pushing back all my lovely creep spread, but at the same time, they're not defending this expansion, and these locusts are going to be able to take out these photon cannons. And he's going to try to pull back around here. Does he have any? He doesn't have any High Templar left. He turned him into an Archon, and he does have detection, but with spines and locusts here, blinking in, I think was absolutely the wrong idea, and the Lings are going to swarm in, and oh, disaster. Total disaster, and that's going to leave his base extremely vulnerable. He's got nothing here. He's got no defenses. It's just pylons and Nexus, and let me tell you how well they fare against Lings. They don't fare against Lings, like, at all. Not at all. And there's just no reinforcements coming right now. That is going to hurt. And they don't even have the 3-3 yet. 3-3 is on the way. Do they have the adrenal glands? They do not have the adrenal glands yet. Why have I forgotten the adrenal glands? And now it looks like even Spartan's going to be getting an Ultralisk Cavern. He's a little hard up for money, though. I'm not sure he can afford this. He doesn't have a lot of gas, so I don't know. Maybe going for some air might be a better idea, just in case we have to worry about that. And we do have a mothership out right now, which means this army is completely invisible. Even throwing out the Time Warp, which is how often do you see a mothership throwing out the Time Warp? But the Overseers are going to get in there. He's going to have to try to focus those down, or his army is going to be visible. But no, he's going to take it. There are some Immortals in there, which will do a lot of damage. There's a lot of Immortals in there. There's still 5 left, and I know at least 1 or 2 have died. And so he's going to have to pull back. And oh, you don't want to lose your Overseers. They're letting you see this army. And it looks like I'm making 18 Mutalisks, which are not that great against the mothership. And yeah, there's no vision right now, so we cannot see this. We're just running right past where. I don't know what that blink was. That was just a useless blink. Yeah, we have no detection here right now. So it looks like the Ultras are just going to go for it. But it looks like this base has been cleaned up. And oh, we got Bite Me's going to try for a counterattack. And I've moved all my spines up here, which is going to be a bit of a problem if I can't deal with this. Do I see this? Looks like, you know, he's going to try to drop down here, flying into the spores again, which is going to lose another medevac. I think there are actually still a couple units on there. Meanwhile, we got a counterattack going out here, but oh, the mothership is going to be cloaking this building, and they're still going to get some drone kills, but we got no vision right here. It looks like I have lost the expansion. The Locusts have redirected to try to take care of this, and they're going to get most of it down. The Spore's just been happily shooting away, and I don't know what that SCV was doing there, and there's not much left in. Oh, the Mutalisks with the snipe. Oh, but the DTs, the DTs are destroying my swarm hosts. Where is the detection? There's the Overseer, which will be able to clean this up, but at what cost? The loss of so many swarm hosts. And the DTs are going to be forced away. And the Observer is no more, so let's have no more of that nonsense. What are our opponents doing right now? We check the units lost. Contrarian has lost a lot, so have I. It looks like we're, I don't know, Spartan actually hasn't lost that much because he never really got his macro rolling that well. So, I don't know who's ahead. I mean, they're being the aggressors. I just don't know, but I still got this third base up. Well, I'm putting this third base back up. And it's just hard to tell right now. He's going to try to retake this expansion, which is going to be his third. He's going to be the only one on his team with a third base right now, and that could be the difference. Contrarian is on 3 bases. I'm on 3 bases, and Spartan's getting his second back up again. It could be the economies that determine this game. Looks like we all still have pretty healthy economies. Our opponents are, well, Contrarian is actually a little bit behind right now. He must be getting mined out. Yeah, he's getting mined out, so that's going to start hurting him, but has he done enough? And, oh, no, he wants to take this base, so he's going to be expanding again. If we can hold this, but we still have that mothership here. I want to keep on calling it a mothership core, 'cause it's been so long since I've actually seen a mothership. Yeah, and he's going to try to shoot that down. We've got to take out that mothership. It is really causing us some problems right now. The Ultralisks are not going to be able to take it out. The Overseers can look at it funny, but they cannot take it out. I can't believe no one actually was able to shoot at the Ultralisks there. They had to have been in range, didn't they? And Contrarian's going to be taking this as his third base. And, oh, looks like we got some long-distance mining right now. I don't know what was going on there. I've only got a couple of swarm hosts, but that may be all we need. I'm getting my creep spread back up again. Oh, but the observer is going to help him, but they're going to chase down the locust. And, oh, my poor creep tumors. But they're going to have a hard time here. The Overseer is here. There's no way they can take this on. And oh, the Mutalisks are taking on the mothership. It's not guarding the army right now, but there are a lot of Immortals, which are going to do great against thinning out these Ultralisks. Oh, we got to watch out for those storms, though. He's storming the Ultralisks for I don't know what reason. You want to be storming the Mutalisks because that's the biggest threat right now. And if we can take out the... Yeah, oh, there's some more Mutalisks right there. If we can take out those, we should be able to focus down the Archons with that. Ooh, wow, actually, they do a lot of damage to Mutalisks. Ow, that was extremely painful, but there was enough Mutalisks there to thin them out. And meanwhile, we got some Colossus coming here, but he's going to walk into the spine. He's walking into the spines. You don't really need to be walking into these spines, and even even the Spore is getting some snipes in on those observers. But he is managing to clean this up. Even the Spore is getting shots in on the Colossus right now. So this base is a bit vulnerable. It looks like I'm trying to pull back my Mutalisks to deal with it. And his anti-air is very minuscule right now. He's not got enough to finish out these Ultras. And I'm going to send some Lings because I like watching Lings get slaughtered, because that's basically what they do to just about every unit composition in the game. But without the anti-air, the Mutalisks are going to clean this up. But we got another push out here with Bite Me. He's got Siege Tanks and Marines. The Ultras are going to sweep in. They're going to clean this up. With almost no... Well, it's actually going to be a little bit close right now. The Lings, I think, will help finish it off. Siege Tank is gone, which means the Marines are going to have to be dealing with spines the whole way, which is not really what they want to deal with. And, oh, Widow Mines. I didn't even see those there. But meanwhile, my Mutalisks are like, oh, well, you want to take this on? And he did manage to get Photon Overcharge here, and he got some Stalkers out. So I'm taking a lot of hits here, but it looks like I've got enough... and a Blink there is actually going to save him a little bit of time, but in the end, it looks like the Nexus is going to fall. Bite Me is done because a counterattack of Spartan's Ultras, which he has managed to get all the upgrades for, are now in Bite Me's base. And looks like we have just Lings from Contrarian going to be over here at Potpone, but it doesn't look like he has anything left right now. And yeah, they've lost their expansions. They don't really have an army anymore, and I think that's going to be it. I gotta think we had the better economy, and we had some pretty good defenses. They sent some pretty big armies at us, but we had the right defenses in place that they were not able to break. At least they were not able to break efficiently. And oh, we need to get these Overseers over there. We need to get the Overseers. Please get the Overseers over here. Have we not seen enough Zerglings needlessly be slaughtered? Apparently, we need to see more being slaughtered. But I mean, oh, you've got some Hydros out. Why not anti-air? Never hurt anybody. Yeah, let's get rid of that Dark Shrine, so there'll be no more DTs to worry about. Wherever his DTs went, looks like he decided to make an Archon. Because why not? We got detection, so... Well, Spartan doesn't have detection. UN Nicosia still got DTs, and Spartan has got nothing to deal with it. But like, I think Contrarian is going to be doing cleanup regardless of what happens right now, because well, he's got a lot of minerals. He's got no gas. He could make 11 zealots, and well, there's 6 of them right there. So and oh look, there's something that zealots are terrible against. Photon cannons aren't bad, but let's... Oh, he managed to get another photon overcharge. We'll just fly out of there. We don't need to be taking extra damage if we don't need to. Because we got this game pretty much wrapped up. It's pretty much academic now. I'm even long-distance mining here because it looks like I was a little bit low on money because, well, everything's getting mined out, actually. So that's kind of a bad time for them to lose their economy, because if they were able to take out some more of our units, I don't know, might not be able to rebuild. And ooh, an Archon against Ling is also not a fun combination. But if they're distracted in that, we'll just sweep in there with the Mulisks to take care of that. No problem. Zealots moving out. I don't think they're going to do much. What was that? Oh, they still have these Widow Mines here, and there's observers right there. And Poppone's like, yeah, there's the GG from Poppone. And I don't know where these zealots are going, but it's away from, well, it was away from there. Instead, they decided to commit suicide. But there you go. It was quite a macro focus game, I thought, and I had a lot of fun there. It had our own battlefronts over on both sides of the map, and it was quite enjoyable. So I hope you enjoyed it too, and have a day.